When you start doing load testing seriously, you will encounter two tools that come up constantly in every conversation about the topic: K6 and Locust. You will see both mentioned in job descriptions, in conference talks, in engineering blog posts from companies like LinkedIn, Shopify, and Cloudflare. Both are open source and actively maintained by large communities. Both are used by serious engineering teams solving real performance problems at scale. And on the surface they can seem interchangeable. In both tools you describe user behavior, you configure load levels, you run the test, you get results. But underneath the surface they have genuinely different architectures, genuinely different performance envelopes, and they are meaningfully better choices in meaningfully different situations. Choosing the wrong one for your team is not a catastrophic mistake. You can always switch, but it can mean spending significant time fighting the tool's limitations instead of running tests and finding bottlenecks. In this episode we are going to compare K6 and Locust directly and honestly across every dimension that actually matters when a real team is making a real tool selection decision. Language, architecture, performance per machine, web UI, CI/CD integration, distributed load generation, ecosystem integrations, and complexity of user simulation. By the end you will have a clear, practical framework for making this decision confidently. Let me start with K6 and explain what makes it distinctive. K6 is written in Go, which gives it exceptional performance characteristics. But you do not write your tests in Go, you write them in JavaScript, using a lightweight embedded runtime that K6 manages internally. This is not Node.js. There is no npm, no node_modules, no event loop you need to think about. K6 handles the concurrency model entirely. Each virtual user runs your default function in a tight loop, and K6 manages scheduling thousands of these concurrently with minimal overhead. The practical result is that a single machine running K6 can simulate a very large number of virtual users, often tens of thousands, without the machine itself becoming the bottleneck. K6 is also deeply integrated with the broader observability ecosystem. It has built-in output adapters for Grafana Cloud, Prometheus, Datadog, InfluxDB, and several others. Its threshold system, which we covered in the previous episode, makes it trivial to define pass/fail criteria and integrate into any CI/CD pipeline. For teams that value simplicity, speed, and clean CLI tooling, K6 is an excellent default choice. Locust takes a fundamentally different approach, and that difference unlocks some things K6 makes harder. Locust is written entirely in Python, and you write your test scripts in Python as well. User behavior is defined as a class that inherits from Locust's HTTP user base class. Each task, a discrete action a user takes, is a method decorated with the @task decorator. You can define multiple task types with different weights, so some tasks run more frequently than others, mirroring how real users spend their time. This class-based model makes it much more natural to simulate stateful, multi-step user journeys. If you need a user to log in, retrieve a list of items, select one based on the response, add it to a cart, and check out, and if each step depends on data from the previous step, Locust handles that in a way that feels natural in Python. Locust also ships with a built-in web UI. You start Locust from the command line, open a browser, set your user count and ramp rate, click start, and watch results update in real time. For teams doing exploratory load testing or demoing performance characteristics to stakeholders, the interactive UI is genuinely useful. Let me put these two tools side by side on the dimensions that actually matter when you are making a decision. Scripting language: K6 uses JavaScript, Locust uses Python. If your team is already writing Python for test automation, which is common in QA teams using PyTest, Locust will feel immediately familiar. Performance per machine: K6 wins clearly. K6 can push significantly more virtual users from a single machine than Locust can before Locust's Python runtime becomes the limiting factor. If you need to generate very high load levels, K6 is the better choice for single machine runs. Web UI: Locust has one built-in, K6 does not natively, though K6 has cloud integrations that provide dashboards. CI/CD integration: K6 has a cleaner story here. Its exit code behavior and threshold system plug directly into any pipeline without extra scripting. Locust can be run headlessly and its exit code can be controlled, but it requires a bit more setup. Distributed load generation: both support it, but Locust's master worker distributed mode is more mature and easier to configure. Ecosystem integrations: K6 wins on the observability side. Locust wins on flexibility. Since it is Python, you can integrate it with anything Python touches, which is essentially everything. Given all of that, here is the decision framework I actually use when advising teams. Start with K6 if your team writes JavaScript or TypeScript, if you want the simplest possible path to CI/CD integration, or if you need to push high virtual user counts from a single machine without setting up a distributed architecture. Start with Locust if your team is Python first, if you need to simulate complex stateful user behavior that would require significant workarounds in K6, or if you want an interactive web UI for exploratory testing and stakeholder demos. If you are genuinely starting from scratch with no existing tooling preference, I recommend K6 as your first tool. The CLI experience is clean, the threshold system gets you to automated pass/fail quickly, and the JavaScript syntax is widely familiar. You can always introduce Locust later for specific test scenarios that need its flexibility. The important thing is that you start load testing with something rather than spending weeks evaluating tools and never shipping a test. You now have everything you need to make an informed, confident decision between K6 and Locust for any project you will encounter. You understand the fundamental architectural difference, K6 Go-powered embedded runtime versus Locust's Python class model, and why that difference matters for performance and flexibility. You know the concrete scenarios where each tool excels, K6 for raw concurrency, CLI cleanliness, and CI/CD integration, Locust for stateful multi-step user journeys, Python native teams, and interactive exploratory testing. You have a practical decision framework that starts with your team's existing language skills and works outward from there. And you know that starting with K6 if you have no existing preference is a reasonable default that you can always extend with Locust for specific scenarios that need it. In the next episode we are going to go deeper into load test strategy by covering the 3 distinct test types every QA engineer needs: stress testing to find your breaking point, spike testing to simulate sudden traffic surges, and soak testing to find the bugs that only surface after hours of sustained load. Each one answers a different question, each one is designed differently, and together they give you complete coverage of the failure modes that production traffic can expose. Subscribe and I will see you there. I want to address one more dimension of this comparison that often comes up when teams are making this decision: the question of cloud-based versus local load generation. Both K6 and Locust are primarily local tools, you run them on your machine or your CI runner and they generate load from there. But both also have cloud or distributed options for when local generation is not enough. K6 has Grafana Cloud K6, a managed service where you can run tests from multiple geographic regions simultaneously, which is especially useful if your users are globally distributed and you care about latency from different locations. Locust has a built-in distributed mode where you run one master process and multiple worker processes across different machines, coordinated from the master. The Locust distributed setup requires more manual configuration but gives you more control over where load originates. For most teams just getting started with load testing, local generation is completely sufficient. You are looking for application-level bottlenecks, slow queries, connection pool exhaustion, memory leaks, not geographic latency. Start local. Add distributed or cloud generation later if you find you need to generate more load than a single machine can handle or if geographic distribution becomes a relevant concern for your use case.